Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to discussing about the Linux file architecture and the Windows file architecture. So many people have a confusion between the Linux file architecture and the Windows. And in the Windows you can easily find out the partition and the file system and where the software is installing and where you are downloading and where you are putting your personal stuff, video file, image file and PDF, all those things, and storing your software, right? You come back to the Linux, you don't know how is the file structure is happening and handling in the Linux. You have little bit confusion, right? So let's clear in this video. I segregated this video in the 4 parts like this. In this video we are going to discussing about the slash bin, sbin, usrbin and the usrsbin, and the coming up videos we are going to discussing about all those stuffs. Those stuffs are having almost 20 concepts. I divided into 5 into 4, 20. Let's discussing about the slash. First we are going to dive into the Linux file architecture, Linux file hierarchy. We are going to discuss first how the partition is happening and what those stuff slash and the partition is. So here let's draw. We have a hard disk, right? This is the hard disk. Take a common hard disk. Here we are going to create one partition. First we are going to create a one partition in the Windows as a C. Here you can see the stuff. Software is installed in the x86, right? Software slash software. The software is installed in C, and your user data, desktop and all those stuffs are stored in the D, right? And the second partition is we are going to do and E drive, F drive. These are the partition style in the Windows. We know this. We are going to store all those stuffs, videos and other things in the Windows, right? In the Linux we have little bit confusions. Where are those things are storing? Where are the software is storing? Where are the incremental logs are storing and the website data and the configuration, everything. In the Windows we are storing all the configuration in the C, not the D, not the E, right? The same way, come back to the Linux, we are storing all the stuff in the slash. This is a top level directory. All the things, this is also one of the partition like C drive. This is like a C drive. In the slash they segregated in different file architecture. See, right? See, I will show you sample thing. Come back to the Linux, ls blk. Here you see SDB. This is the 500 GB hard disk. 500 GB hard disk. I segregated one for the Windows. This is the part. This is the 222 GB. I segregated into Windows, and 224 for the this Linux operating system. This 222 they created one of the partition of the boot EFI. This is one of the partition like a D drive. Consider as a D drive. Okay, don't get confusion. This is the C drive. Only one partition is in the Windows. This is the Windows. This is not Linux. What you are seeing, this slash, this is the C partition in the Linux. Okay, see SDB5 and SDB1. Let's df slash h. See here, slash, the hard disk is stored on the dev SDB5. This is the C drive partition 1. and the another partition dev in the same hard disk we are created a one another partition sdb1 in the boot EFI. This is the second partition of the single hard drive. Okay, same as a D drive, consider as a D drive, don't get confusion, but you can't able to do any operations in the boot EFI. This is only for the booting purposes. Okay, let's come back to the picture. Where is the, yeah, we are going to see slash first thing. See a top level directory in Linux. All other files and directories streamed for here. Here only the root user has full access. See, I am the, we can't able, let's try to log into the have permissions, right? Su slash user 1 2 3 clear. So this is as a normal user, not a sudo user, not a root user. Let's try to access this thing. Oh, here also I have a super permissions, sudo plus k. Oh, sorry, for the access you can enter the C drive, this partition, but you can't able to perform any actions like, let's see, pwd, so ls ltr, sorry, we can perform the like simple thing cd ls, these all things we can do, but we are trying to do some operations mkdir space z. Let's create this folder. What they're saying, permission denied, you can't able to create the folder or files in the slash directory. So let's right, there is no z directory in the slash. Let's going to create slash make directory z. Is asking for the password. See, now the z directory is created, is only meant for the root directory, not for the normal user cases. We can do the operations in the root, but only for the viewing purpose, reading purpose, not the all the operations. See, only for the root user we can do operations via root user, not a normal user. In the slash home directory we have bunch of directories. In this opt we are storing the external software like Zoom, Google and all those things, or we are going to store in the opt. We are going to discuss these things in the 4 parts. Let's concentrate on the this main concepts. We are going let's concentrate on the bin and the sbin. Yeah, this is better. Bin essential user binaries. This is only for the meant for the booting purpose, for the repairing your boot level stuff only. See, those commands are needed for the booting, repairing, basic shell usages. Most of the people have confusion here as bin and the user bin. They don't have any clarity what is the bin, and there is also have a user bin, right? So let's break it down here. This is only for the booting purpose. While booting up they need some operations, right? They copying some stuff, some they running the some scripts to boot up your screen. So let's see how is the boot up is there. This is okay, this is the boot level. These all things required some operations cp, mv, cat, echo. Okay, these all the things are easy done in the via bin. Why we need sbin? Yeah, why we need sbin? and this is also required for the, this is all for the stuff for the basic things. We are seeing the ls, cd, like bash, cat, echo, all those things for the required for the simple things, not for the administrator level access and modification purposes. For the sbin required booting, mounting, repairing or system recovery. See here, if config is required. Why means I will show this simple example here. Let's clear this thing. You are seeing here, right, the wired connection. Let's break it down. Sudo systemctl status network manager. See, now it is active and running. We have an internet connection. We can able to access all the network and browsing the internet, and we can also download some stuff in the console, everything, right? If in case is stopped in the boot level, what will you do? You have to come and log in your web GUI console. You have to enter and run this command sudo ct. Let's stop this command, systemctl stop network manager. See, the network icon is gone. What you will do? You have to do manually. You have to start here. See, again it's came. You have to do manually. So because of these operations, we need this S binary. Okay, we need S binary for the mounting purpose also. We required in some cases, if this fails, if this is not mounted automatically, you can't able to access your Ubuntu machine, right? Because of the stuffs, for the booting level operations we require the sbin. What about the usrbin and the usrsbin, right? Yeah, come on. Usrbin used for the normal users for daily operations is required in the boot level, not required, right? If the Firefox, Git and the Python is required on the boot level. Why we need Python on the boot level? For the booting purpose is required Python? No. The firewall browser, what was the purpose for the firewall in the boot level? We need after the boot level and the GUI level, we need after the login we need the firewall, this Firefox, Git and Python and Brave and Visual Studio and all those text editor, all those things we need after the boot. This is all the contains in the usrbin. It is not essentially for the boot level purpose. It is all for the daily user purpose. What is the use of the usrsbin? Let's see. / user cd / let's clear first this screen. cd user sbin See, Visual Studio. Have here Visual Studio. You can see this Visual Studio. These operations are stored in the sbin. Sbin and the virtual box, IP tables and update grub. This is the after login. See, Nginx. This stuff we need after the boot, not the in boot level. Let's see is working or not. Yeah, my Nginx is working, right? This is the after the boot level command. Nginx, Apache, DHCP. Right, these all the 5 stuffs we learned here in this video. In coming up video we are going to discussing about the etc home, wait a minute, etc home, root, var and temp. This is the simple video to understand about the file structure in the simplest way. If you like this video, like and subscribe the channel and share the video. Thanks for watching.